What is up guys, GSMSI here and welcome to some more FIFA 14 potential cards and ratings, and today we're covering 4 very overpowered players from FIFA 13 and we'll see what they could be like on FIFA 14. But as always guys, if you could smash 1,500 likes it'd be greatly appreciated, and also if you're looking for cheap and reliable coins, check out idigibay.com, their links will all be below in the description. And also yesterday I covered the likes of Rooney and Michu. If you want to see that, there'll be an annotation on the screen, and finally leave a comment on what players you want me to do next. So the first player we're covering then is going to be Emenike. You may know this guy for being an absolute beast last year on FIFA 13, but there's one thing I want to tell you before I go into the stats and stuff. This guy, they actually moved to Fenerbahce in the Turkish league a couple of days ago, I believe, maybe even longer than that, but now basically he's in Turkey, so that doesn't mean he's guaranteed to be on FIFA 14, which is probably can be considered a plus, but I really hope EA can do something with the whole Turkish league license, because there are a lot of very good players in that league, and the likes of Ukraine league as well. The Ukrainian league could be very nice on FIFA, but like I said, Emenike might not be on FIFA 14, but let's have a look at what it'll be like anyway. Last year though, for Spartak, he played a total of 28 games, getting 12 goals and 4 assists, and that's not a bad goal to game ratio to be fair, and he also looked pretty decent when I've seen him play for Nigeria. I think it's in the African Cup of Nations as well, so a player that probably could be pretty good on FIFA 14. Going on to his card then, I've downgraded him by 1. On head to head he's actually gone down to a 79 I believe, but I don't think they'll drop him that much. His pace though, if you remember his FIFA 12 upgrade, he actually had about 83 pace, which is about the same, and I think that's what he'll drop to though, because on his latest updates and stuff, his pace has dropped dramatically. I don't know if he's actually, I've seen him, but he's not that quick, 90 pace. He's still very quick, very strong. That's one thing I've noticed about him, and that -7 pace probably, if he's on FIFA 14, probably will happen, or maybe a bit less. And everything else, he's not really changed too much as a player. Had a few one up and a few downs, but still an 80 rated is probably around the same type of player, and he'll also have pretty high strength as well. The next player is definitely a player that will be on FIFA 14 as long as a random move doesn't happen, and that is Muriel. This guy is very overpowered on FIFA 13, known for having that 91 pace, 87 dribbling and 4-star skill moves as well. He pretty much adds on to the whole list of Serie A strikers that are very overpowered. But basically, Muriel last season for Udinese played a total of 24 games, grabbing himself 12 goals and 3 assists, and that's not bad going to be fair. A goal every 2 games in Serie A is a very good record indeed. And he has been linked for a few Barclays Premier League clubs, including Liverpool. There's a whole Suarez situation, and if Muriel was to move, I've not actually seen him in real life, but going by stats wise and opinions from other people, it does seem like a decent little player as well. So could be quite a cool move to see him come to the Barclays Premier League. Onto his FIFA 14 card then, he has actually gone up by 1 in my opinion, to a 79 rated player. Obviously he's had that -2 dribbling to an 85, because I feel 87 is probably a bit too high, but shooting, defending and heading have all gone up. Pace still 91, and 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot look pretty tasty as well. So he's not going to be a bad player at all. He's probably better than he was last year, but we'll see what EA decide to do on that matter. The next player then is going to be Loïc Rémy. You may know that he has recently signed for Newcastle. I believe it's actually a loan move if I'm correct, but nevertheless he will be playing at the Barclays Premier League again next season. He played last season for QPR and Marseille. His stats weren't too great though, 38 games, 9 goals and 1 assist. But for QPR, he actually got 6 goals in 14 games, and for a club that was relegated, that's pretty good going. And I do feel there'll be a downgrade, but we'll get into that in a second. But on FIFA 13, sorry, he was an 83 rated card with 4-star skills, 92 pace, and 84 heading as his big stats. So very good player. And over to his FIFA 14 card then. As you can see, I've made him an 81 rated striker, same position but gone down by 2 whole ratings. Pace down by 1, passing by 2, defending and heading as well gone down, but still kept 4-star skills. This guy he's very good. I don't know words to explain him. Like, he's a pretty good player, but I wouldn't consider him the likes of an 83 rated striker, as you can see on his FIFA 13 card. So I feel 81 is probably around fair, and he just adds the number of French players at Newcastle United. The final player then we're covering is going to be the striker, which is Welliton. You may know this guy from FIFA 13 as being an arse to play against. He had 92 pace, 4-star skills, and was generally considered overpowered. I mean, he had a Liga do Brazil version, which is there for Grêmio, and he also had a Russian League version for Spartak, which was probably the most used compared to this one. But basically for Grêmio, he hasn't been doing too well. In 2013, I think this is for Spartak as well, but I'm not too certain on that one. Basically 21 games, 0 goals and 2 assists. Not great for a striker to be fair, but before, back in 2011 if I'm correct, he actually had a decent goal to game ratio for Spartak, and in general he does have a good goal to game as well in the Russian league. This loan at Gremio though lasts until 2014 if I'm correct, so he will be on FIFA 14, and as you can see on the card, I've made him a 77 rated striker. That's a -4, it's a big downgrade, but I don't know, like, he doesn't seem to be that great in front of goal this year, and FIFA or EA usually base their ratings off the year before, so it doesn't really prove to be very good for him. 21 games, 0 goals. That's gonna result in a big downgrade in my opinion. Still gonna be 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot, I think, but the pace, everything's pretty much gone down apart from the dribbling, which is only 76 as well. But I'm not going to cross off that we are not going to see as much as Welliton as we did this year, because he has still got 91 pace, or he's still be very, very pacey at least, and I know he's 77 rated, but it could possibly mean that we see more of him. Not sure why, but I actually have a feeling that Welliton may be around as much as he was before, but not as good. But we're coming towards the end of the video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like rating, subscribe for daily FIFA 13 and FIFA 14 content. I've been doing these potential ratings every single day so far for the last about nearly 2 weeks, so it's been going pretty good. And make sure to subscribe, like I said. Like the video if you haven't already, comment below what players you want to do next, and I will see you guys next time.